Hey guys, I'm Shark from Teamverse again, and today I'm back here again with a weekly countdown for Neo Nectar for VEB10, not 11 like last time I missed type, which is very sad. But yeah, so this is week 2, we have 3 cards today, and we are discussing a new archetype for Neo Nectar. Well, not really new, but it's gonna be Ace, probably like a side archetype. I'm probably gonna do both Evros and this one. From the look of it, I think Evros would be better, of course. With the current card, I think it's already a bit better. But these cards are not bad. I already tried them and they're pretty fun. So let's get right into it. So let's first start out with the Grade 1 Musketeer one. Let's start. His name is Alluring Musketeer Gustoon. It's a grade 1 with 8k power. His skill is continuous on rearguard. During the turn it was placed from deck. This unit gained 10,000 power. So let's talk about the positive. It's a free additional power. We like that. It's a Musketeer name, so it can be called by Toria. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Um, its negative is that it's a vanilla if it's not placed from deck, which could be a problem, but we could sack evolve for Cecilia and Toria and Martina when we get to those cards, and Cecilia, of course, we already know that. It's a vanilla after the tournament was called, of course, we can still retire him. For Toria, Martina, and Cecilia. So it's not much of a bad card, but just very generic. It only worked for that plus 10k. 18k is not a bad number, so we probably will run this card unless there's a better option. But yeah. So second card from the live stream Musketeer card, Penalty Musketeer Toria, and of all these, she's probably my favorite of them, not just the artwork, because all the three, I think I like her artwork the most. But she's a grade 2 with 10k power, 5k shield. Her skill is auto on Vanguard and rearguard when placed, cost countermass 1, and retire one of your rearguard. Look at the 3 cards from the top of your deck, call up the 2 Musketeer from among them, or any 1 card from among them to rearguard circle, and put the rest to the bottom deck in any order. So first of all, you might think, Musketeer, okay. We have some Musketeer from the old set, but might not fit the whole deck, which is quite true. We do have because I thought of here, okay, we do have some Musketeer card that I remember. We have the grade 1 that call plant token in the same column. We have the Sylvia, we have Cecilia, and I thought that was it, but then I realized like nearly the whole card that we use in the deck. We have Rebecca with Musketeer. We just have and the critical trigger is also Musketeer, and if it's gonna follow the pattern like other archetype reliant clan, we're probably gonna have another Musketeer crit for the third crit. So yeah, I mean there's so many Musketeer. The only non-Musketeer card we're probably not gonna run we're probably gonna run right now without like any more further support. It might just got replaced is Fruit Basket, and if you called the Fruit Basket of that skill, it's still fine. Even though you didn't get a +1, Fruit Basket uses skill, and it's now a +1. So this skill is either a +1 for the field, or you can call Fruit Basket and Soul Blast to call 2 plant token, and they become a 10k booster or 10k attacker, which is still pretty good. And also, this card can spam the grade 1, which I keep forgetting the name of. The one that when a card is placed in the same column and gain 3k, which I actually try spamming it, but every time you spam it, you need to look at the magic number, because you can't just randomly spam, because there's one time I randomly spammed too much. I thought, oh man, I should have not called on top of that. That broke that made the magic number a bit off, a bit more than it should be, and I don't need to waste like an extra card. So if you're doing the spam thing to power up the grade 1, be sure to look at the magic number before you do it, or calculate your plan before you start doing it. I think this deck is a lot more. You need to think a lot more when you trying to use this deck, from what I saw. But let's talk about the positive. It's a +1 on field if the call unit is a Musketeer, of course. She had the Musketeer name, so if you saw her in top, you can actually call her and then use her skill, and then spam the grade 1 power plus even more. Or you can spam Courier Dragon, which we actually also might run in the deck. Courier Dragon and the Grade 1 Musketeer. These two cards can be spammable by these Musketeer, which is very good. And also, uh, doesn't need to call specifically a Musketeer card. If you call one, if you just call one, you can call anything like Fruit Basket. I already talked about that. It's also an on play, so like I said, if you saw it on the top, you can just call it and place it again. The negative is there's no CC in the deck at the current moment. Another negative you can put it as is a vanilla, like the grade 1 after the turn it was used. But this is not really much of a problem since this is a grade 2, so you can just intercept it off. And like the grade 1, you can just retire it with Toria, Martina, or Cecilia. So it's not much of a problem. This card is still good. Now let's talk about our grade 3 penalty Musketeer Martina. She's a grade 3 with 13k power and a skill of Act Vanguard once per turn, cost Soul Blast 1, and retire a rear guard. Look at the top 5 cards on the top of your deck. Call one card from among them to rear guard circle and shuffle your deck. Her second skill is continue as rear guard. During the turn was placed from the deck, this unit gained 5000 power plus 1 critical. So first of all, this card is positive is that it recycle unit. So for a better one, so let's say you can retire a plant token and you can call a Toria. And then you can future even more, or either way, it's just a more powerful plant token. And a Soul Blast one is not a steep cost in near there. And another positive thing is that it future your deck, so you're getting rid of normal unit, and then you stack your deck with more trigger unit. So the same with Cecilia, but with this new card, the futuring of trigger is even more faster, even more better. So this is even better. And another thing is Musketeer name. Of course, it can be called Toria. That thing is it's a big crit pressure on rear guard. So this is probably more of a supporter grade 3 from what I saw. And the negative is that not the best Vanguard. Like the futuring is fine, but compared to Cecilia, it's like a joke. 3 call plus 10k to the whole front row. Yeah, I think I prefer Cecilia. This could still be a pretty okay first ride. Second ride, not too much. Cecilia is just way better at the second ride. Need to place from deck to be useful on rear guard. Other than that, it's just a 13k attacker, which Tomato would just be better. But yeah, I don't even know if we are gonna run Tomato in this deck since it's not a Musketeer name. And even though it eat up your plant token, I think we're probably gonna be using plant token more of a eating source for Toria to retire and call more Musketeer, and spam Courier Dragon and the Grade 1. So yeah. Overall, I think the new Musketeer archetype is pretty cool. I do prefer, like, I think the deck need a bit more thinking onto it, since you need to calculate the magic number, and if you don't calculate it correctly, it does punish you a bit, but not to the point of like, if you play it too wrong, you're gonna hurt everything. It's not like that, but it's still a bit more considering, a bit more thinking process, so I do appreciate that. But from what and also the deck is a lot more better with the futuring for trigger, like what Cecilia did to call 3 normal unit every turn. That just make the deck more smaller and smaller, and you have more chance of getting a trigger. And now you just make that into a more larger scale with Toria. Literally one time I called Toria, counterblast, call 2, call that Toria, counterblast, call 2, and then just future the deck so much, and then Cecilia, and then Courier Dragon just get to very big, and the grade 1 is also very big. So I would say this deck is very good. You still need to run like non-Musketeer card a bit, I think. I think Courier Dragon and Fruit Basket would be a good option. I don't know if you want to run both, or you just want to run one. But either way, it's a pretty good card. So yeah, I think the Musketeer archetype, I'm very excited for it. I hope it get a bit more support. I don't think I wanted to get like a lot more. I think maybe like 1 more double rare and like maybe 2 more R. I would say it's fine. That can like maybe replace something like Rebecca, because the thing is, Now we eating up plant token to call out Musketeer. We don't really have plant token to eat up with Rebecca and return it to the hand. And that plus 5k bonus is fine, but we could really get a better one. So I appreciate if we have like a double Argo one that's like a more featuring option, or it have a place on deck. But if it's not placed on deck, it still do something. But if it's placed on deck, you gain more benefit. That would be cool. Like maybe place on when placed, gain 5k. Choose one unit plus 5k, and if it is placed on deck, then this unit get plus 1 credit, something like that. So I think we really need something like that thing to replace Rebecca, because Rebecca is not doing much, but we probably still run her if there's no better option. I'm still excited for Abros, even though Abros look like more of a brain dead deck. But for what we see with Oliver and Timber, I think Abros is gonna be a bit better, a lot better. Well, I guess depend on what Musketeer got from now on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm very excited for Neo Nectar set. We only have 3 weeks left. Yeah, 3 weeks left. Sadly, because this is a review in the stream, Everos, Sephiroth might be a review on Friday, not this Friday, probably like next Friday. But yeah, it's not gonna be a review in the stream, which will be very sad. That's mean that Neo Nectar VR will never be reviewed on stream. Oh, so sad. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys in the next weekly countdown. See ya! Keep playing.